Hi guys! Yes, I am standing outside in February, and it's snowy, and you can see my breath. But we have went from a couple weeks of like cold, 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 -40 Celsius, which is very similar in Fahrenheit, and I think today we're at -5 or something. So I just had to come out and share this beautiful view because, it won't be long. It won't be long, and that view will be summer. And you will see me sitting in that pool, and I can hardly wait. Anyway, this week's video, I wanted to talk about how to exponentialize your business beyond what you've never imagined possible. And there's one tool that I use for that, and I'll be honest, I use this tool for everything. I'm going to talk about it with regards to business, but let me tell you, this baby works for everything. And it is probably the one, if you've taken a bars class, it's probably the one that you have heard there. So this is not an advanced tool. And I know I have taken the classes in Access Consciousness that require the most prereqs. I have taken the advanced of the advanced of the advanced. And this tool that I'm going to share is the tool that I use more than any other tool. Interesting point of view. I know, right? I know. But please, don't hit stop. I mean, you can if you want to, but what I really encourage you to be present with is how much that can shift and change, because any point of view that you have will limit what is possible with your business. So if you have the point of view that it's hard to find good staff, you're right. If you have the point of view that you have to work really hard to make money in the business, you're right. If you have the point of view that you have to work really hard for 5 years or 10 years before you can make profit, you're right. And so these are the points of views that often we don't even know we have them until we start playing with the tool of interesting point of view. So I can just be sitting in my office and going, something's not quite yummy here. And I don't even have to know what it is. And I just go, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And what occurs is that all of the points of views that aren't allowing me to have the awareness that is poking at me, all of those points of views go away, and then I can actually be aware of whatever is required to be aware of. And this to me is the biggest gift, because often, depending on our backgrounds, and mine was very much into metaphysics and kind of wishing and hoping things. And so this is a little bit different in terms of it's choosing and creating and following the lightness and clearing the points of view so we can follow the lightness. And it's such a different dance. Because if you have a point of view that it's hard to make money in the business, but you're sitting and wishing and hoping that you could, you're going to end up in kind of like this hamster wheel of judgment, because it's going to be like you're asking for one thing, you're focusing on one thing, you're intending one thing, and you're probably creating the exact opposite, because our point of view creates our reality. That's what Dr. Dane here, who's a co-founder of Access Consciousness, and in my experience, it's true. So the less points of views that you have, the more that you'll be aware of what's possible, and then you can actually take action. Then you know what to choose or when not to choose it. In fact, yesterday I had an email to send, and it's actually, well, I guess it is business related. And I had all of the pieces that were required in the email, and I went to send it yesterday, and it was like, it just didn't feel yummy. So I didn't send it. I'm willing to listen to that. I've not listened often enough to know to listen. So then when I came back I go to a personal trainer on Monday, so when I came back, went to send it again, it was still, like, okay. And I just did interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And anytime I thought about it last night, I just did interesting point of view, I have that point of view. This morning, when I got up and the email was still sitting there to send, I went, okay, so what is this? What is this? What is this? If I didn't have a point of view here, what am I aware of? And it was like, boom, I could totally perceive what wasn't required in the email that I was sending. And instead of including those two things, actually I asked the person a question. Which, as soon as I deleted those two things and rewrote the email that included the question, I was like, oh, that. And that is going to be the difference between a fight and somebody being grateful to gift me what I'm asking for. That, to me, my sweet friends, is magic. And we can be that in every area and in our business. Even if you took 5 minutes a day and just kind of sat down, thought about your business, all of the pieces of the business, or just one thing, doesn't matter, and just did, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view, over and over and over for 5, 10 minutes, whatever, you will create the magic that the business is asking for. You will. You just will. So have an awesome week, sweet friends, and let me know how it turns out. Let me know how being interesting point of view, having no point of view, how it shifts and changes your business.